Okay, so I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that roughly a day and a half ago, I already recorded some stuff. But I didn't have my mic working, so I have no audio of that, so now we're going to have to re-explain all these lines that I made. The good news is that I fixed the not ratio. What's it called? Carrot was very nice and told me in the comments that my video is blurry and is in low resolution. And I fixed that, so now we have high resolution, but you don't know what's happening in the game. So there you go. So I made two lines. The first line is this line. So okay. There's one main line and one support line. So the small support line is just this wood to these sawmill, right? Just back and forth. But the big line is as follows. It picks up from the sawmill. Okay, we'll do the whole trip. Okay, it picks up from this sawmill. Okay, from this wood, from this forestry. Okay, it goes all the way over here. Then it picks up this crop, it drops the wood and picks up boards, it drops the crops here, it goes all the way, it drops the wood at this tool factory, and then it goes all the way and drops the tools in the cities. Then it goes back and collects here crude oil that you can see is gathering here. How it's gathering there, we'll have to see. And then it drops the crude oil here, and then it does the whole shebang over again. Why is there crude oil at the tools factory? Well, because another supporting line is running crude oil from here just to this truck station. So it's not going through here. Don't let this fool you. It's just simply from this crude oil to this truck station. Now, why is it transferring to this like refined oil factory? What is happening? Oh, there's a truck station here. Surprised Pikachu face. Well, there's a crude oil truck station here. And it goes all the way and drops the crude oil here, picks up refined oil, goes all the way over here, drops the refined oil, picks up regular fuel, and then runs on the train track and brings it into the city, and then this truck station distributes it across the city. You are up to date. This is very profitable. There are 2 or 3 bus lines in the city, which we'll go over, but again, they are demi bus lines. They are not the full version yet, so those are the ones losing us money. All the cargo lines are very effective, and as you can see, I have lots and lots of money, so we can work harder. Now in terms of aesthetic changes, I did a lot. I also got more mods to help me with some stuff. So you'll see what I've been doing, and we'll check in later once I'm ready to create more lines. You should just know that there are some bus lines going around just to further help with traffic. There's also basically, I've been doing this thing where there are these tunnels. These tunnels that I've made are tunnels that go underground and they connect different parts of the city. So you see there's this tunnel and there's another one here. And they have been very helpful with keeping the above ground traffic out of sight, out of mind. And I don't know what's the situation in the tunnels. Like, this definitely seems busy, right? But that's okay, because I can't see it, so it's not triggering me. here too. So we'll check in later. So I'm thinking now would be a really good time to go over what we are doing. So I changed some things. So I did an experiment, and this is why things are a little messy here. I generated two cities right here, so there'll be a demand of bread and bricks, so I can start moving that around to basically get my production lines better working. But then I found out I could just edit these cities to just make them require whatever I want, because the cities, even though they're growing and developing, weren't getting all the stuff that I wanted them to have. So I edited in. So now they require anything. So the way that it works is that the big cargo lines all come in here. They unpack what they have, and then there's a few distribution lines going around the city and giving out all the stuff from the main production lines. I also did some expansion. Obviously, don't worry, not all the roads are going to stay the way that they are. This is a waterfront I'm working on, and this area is not complete yet, but we got this fancy, and we're going to be using these docks from now on, since they're a lot smaller, they're functional, and I like them a lot better. I also created this pedestrian bridge. It is solely for pedestrians, and there's movement on it, so it's saving us car traffic. Um, and yes, I'm working on the waterfront here, like I'm working this out to make this look good. And obviously on this side as well. So you see, I'm making sure that the properties along the main canal look very fancy, because it will be a place that would cost a lot of money. So I don't see why companies wouldn't buy this and then put some high-rise buildings there. So luxury homes, restaurants, especially on this side, because this side has a very fancy walkway like this. This side doesn't have it so much. This side, I've also started working on the housing, so you can see here will be a playground, but yeah, I've been putting in the work. There's this building that I put here, a few more buildings. This you saw in the time lapse. And something you haven't seen is this underground highway. Um, so it's a sunken highway. It's not underground, but it's a sunken highway, and it's going to lead from outside the city, through the city, over the canal, all the way to outside of the city, and it will be connecting so you can get off it and on it, as you can see, and get into the city. I've also already laid down the works for a train station here and a train station here, because this side needs some stuff too. I have a Lidl here that I'll be detailing with a parking lot and so on and so forth. I love the sunken highway. I think it's very cool. Obviously, if it doesn't look good, it's not done. You guys know the drill. Okay, so a few things changed, and this area is not completely done yet. Specifically here, there's more stuff that I wanna add details to, and obviously I don't edit in all the detail work that I do, but yeah. Another thing is that I added another truck mod to the game, so now I have even more truck capacity. But I finally made some lines on this side, so there we are. Okay, so we have trucks going from here to here to here, and another line going from here to here to here, and then they put the stuff in the steel mill. Then the steel mill drives on the train tracks all the way up here, all the way, the way, the way, the way, the way. Then it picks up machines and it goes down, 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 into here where it gets distributed, and now we have machines. Wait, how are there machines? Well, you see, there's a forestry thingy here, and then trucks just take it to the sawmill, and then they drive it down here to the to the train station. And we have a lot of money. A lot of money. So soon we'll be in a position. When I hit 1 billion is when I know I'm pretty much... Okay. I'm gonna do it like this. Because I've actually had a game where I turned up the difficulty and got to a minus from 1 billion. So I'm going to say that at 3 billion here, I'm going to pretty much add a lot of truck mods. Because I actually like, for quote-unquote realism's sake, that there isn't so many trucks. Like, I have some lines that have dozens of trucks on them. Like this. So I would actually get trucks that are capable of like carrying 300 at a time or 500 at a time, and then most lines would just have 2 to 3 trucks on them, so there aren't so many vehicles, which is more realistic because usually like distribution chains don't have this amount of, you know, trucks on them. But that's only once I know that money is no longer an object, so we don't have to worry so much about balancing. And then that would finally be the end of us being worried about the budget. That doesn't mean that I won't be trying to make a profit. As you can see, most of my lines are incredibly profitable, even though I am using the new truck mod that allows me a 150 capacity, and this line has like 13 trucks on it, so yeah, they're all very profitable. So it's not like lines wouldn't be profitable, but yeah, I'll be more concerned with proper distribution than the actual vehicles. Also, look at this. A very cool area. There's going to be boats here, and I'm very proud of this. Ignore this bridge and ignore the tearing in the ground. But look, it's so pretty. Okay. See you next time.